Oh, good morning. We're in Erie, Pennsylvania, KERI, and I'm using the my new Shiftall MeganeX Superlight 8K, and I've had it for about a little less than a month, and it's taken me that long to finally get it comfortable enough that I could that I felt comfortable enough to stream with it. So it has a lot of adjustments on it, and at first you go, that's kind of cool, you know, when you can like move the you can move the eye relief, so you can move the lenses closer and further away from your eyes. You can rotate they use the halo strap, so it's against my forehead, so there's a knob where you can rotate the headset tilt out or tilt back towards you, and it also has diopters on it for adjusting your prescription. So, but also it allows you to have lens inserts, and I do have lens inserts. So, but the problem I'm finding is that with all those adjustments, it's as easy to get it wrong as it is to get it right. And so I've been trying to bring to kind of get it kind of adjusted right. And so right now it doesn't feel too bad. But when I kind of look at that FPS VR, that kind of, quite frankly, that looks a little blurry to me. It's kind of bizarre. And I've adjusted and adjusted. So, so I'll probably have to do some more. But I think it'll be good enough that, when I look at, like, I can clearly see that's AP, FD, HDG. And I can see this is COM 1, COM 2, COM 3. So the other thing that's going on with this headset is it's really high res. My previous one was a Bigscreen Beyond, and that was 2500 by 2500.
Contact ground on 121.9er.
So this one here is
1.9er, 1 Mike Juliet.
3500 by 3800. So it's a lot more. And if you do the math, so a Bigscreen Beyond per eye was probably around 12, maybe 12 million megapixels. This one here is around 24, 25, maybe 26. So it's a lot more. And I have a 4090, so it kind of makes it a little more difficult to run. So right now I'm trying to run this at around 3,000. So I think I'm 3,800, I think. And so yeah, 3084. So that's kind of where I'm at. So because I'm just trying to get some reasonable GPU frame times here. And that doesn't look too bad to me. So we're gonna go ahead and do some patterns. And the other thing I'm trying out is the my FlightSim.com CLS60. A new version of software got released, and I'm also testing that out. So we'll turn the beacon on, and we'll wait for the screen to light up here. I'm gonna turn the fuel pump on. Give me some fuel. Yeah, that's good. Thanks for the follow. Not so sure who it was, because I don't see it in my it didn't seem to come in, so I'm not so sure why it didn't, but thanks for the follow. So, get the avionics rolling here. Oh, so this is a bit of a challenge. A couple of things going on here. So with the MeganeX, excuse me, it doesn't have built-in support for controllers, so they provide a dongle. The dongle didn't seem to work too good, so I bought another one, and it works okay, but it's not the same as my Bigscreen Beyond. The Bigscreen Beyond has built-in dongles. It's built right into the headset for the controllers, and it's also has a Bluetooth in it for shutting down the base stations. The MeganeX does not have that, so it is. So I have to use my phone to turn the base stations on, and then I have a dongle that's kind of right about there, you know, trying to get it close enough where I can keep tracking, and every once in a while it'll lose tracking. And the way I fly in VR, I fly with a physical yoke,
Experimental 53 Golf contact departure.
and I fly with a physical rudder pedals, and for all other interactions, I use VR controllers or I use voice commands. And so having the VR controllers work flawlessly is really, really important to me. And every once in a while, they'll just fly off. And something I've not experienced on my Bigscreen Beyond, or let me rephrase that. It rarely happens on my Bigscreen Beyond. So the other thing that's kind of interesting is I kept hearing, you know, that this headset's really sharp, and when I look at the text, like right now, when I look straight at it, yeah, it's quite sharp, you know. But quite frankly, my Bigscreen Beyond is not that far apart. And because it's quite a bit less than, it is less in resolution, but it doesn't mean that the text that I see in the cockpit is poor. No, it's fine. So I have, how long did I have this? I had this for about a day or two, and I kind of like just went, it's just not working out for me. So I didn't want to get too late, wait long in the line to get a Bigscreen Beyond 2E, so I ordered that and pre-ordered that, and so that's kind of where we are right now. So I'm happy. I'm happy I pre-ordered this and I got it. It took let's see, it was supposed to it shipped the last day of March? I can't remember now if it was February or March. Had to be February, last day of February, yeah. And right, because it said January, February. So it shipped the last day. I also ordered a 5-meter optical cable. That's what I'm using now. And the cable come through, and the cable was delivered when it was supposed to be. The headset was delayed with customs. I had to provide tax information before it would clear customs. So a bit of an interesting experience, because kind of how I was treated was like I was an individual importer. Is kind of how I was treated. So okay, so the headset itself. So it's really hard to kind of get this thing kind of adjusted to your face so that you don't see any warping at all. And when I turn my head back and forth like this, it's not bad, but there is warping. So in other words, it's almost like when I turn my head like this, it's like the screen actually comes out. So it's kind of like twisted back and forth. And I've had this, I've had the eye relief like really close to my eyes and then further away. And quite frankly, I don't think I found the happy place yet. So, so I'm just working through it. When I first got it, I would use it a little bit, and then I put my big screen on, and I decided that no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use this until I get my Bigscreen Beyond 2E, and that'll be in July. So I'm going to try using this headset and try to adjust it so that I can kind of, because there's people that just love this thing, and I'm like, okay, if I don't have, if what I have isn't defective, and I don't think it is, it's just not adjusted correctly, then I have to figure out how to adjust it correctly for me, and that's just part of the experience. So, and when you are, and the other thing is I'm running so I have an i9 13900K for my processor, and a 4090, and I'm not getting a 5090 unless NVIDIA tells me that I've won their lottery, and I can get a 5090 FE for $2,000. If I can't get it for that, I'm not going to spend $3,000, $3,500 for one of the other GPUs. I'm just not going to do that. And if it turns out that I really can't make this thing happy, then I'll be using the Bigscreen Beyond. So, but one thing I do notice is so I'm undersampling this thing. So, like I said, native is like 3,500 by 3,800. So I'm undersampling it by 500 on one side, 800 on the other. But when I actually like look at the text, so like when I'm looking at this COM1, COM2, COM3, when I look at it straight on, that's completely readable. So kind of what's going on, I think, is that because it's higher res and the pixels are closer together, then you don't get any of the effect of it's not really screen door, maybe it is, but you don't get any of that effect. So that is small, but it is I can certainly individually see COM1. I can absolutely see that. So so that's kind of I was kind of wondering if that would work that way, is that even though I'm not running it, because there's people that are running it at like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 res, and it's like there's no way in X-Plane-12 I'm going to do that. That is not going to happen, because 4090 is just going to say no. So, alrighty, let me get rolling here. I gotta check where am I at here. So I'll click over here, get over to ground. So I'm using SayIntentions.AI and for my ATC. So we'll see if I can get some permission to go over to the runway. Ground, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi to runway 24. I see I wasn't on both on my mag.
Cessna 256 Bravo Golf, Erie International Tom Ridge Field Ground, taxi to runway 24 via Foxtrot, Delta, cross runway 2, then Alpha, contact tower on 118.1 when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 24 via Foxtrot, Delta, cross runway 2, then Alpha, contact tower on 118.1 When ready for departure, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Okay, look, guess we're ready to go. Please wait. Okay. So yesterday, I was testing for today's stream, and a new version of the software for my force feedback yoke had come out, and I thought I had flown with it before, but so I go ahead and I went to so I kind of did exactly what I'm doing now, and I went to take off. Now he's told me I can clear. There's a runway right here. He's cleared me to go across it, so I don't need to stop. So, oops. We got a little bit too much power. Hello, Iowa Scotsman. How are you doing? First stream with my MeganeX Superlight 8K. It's been a fun month trying to get this thing where I'm comfortable. Now, let me rephrase that. Where I'm comfortable enough that I wanted to stream it. That's kind of where we're at. Man, trying to get this thing slowed down. Oops. Come on. Yeah, unless things improve a lot, I cannot see this becoming my daily driver. I just cannot. Couple of things. The ease of use is probably the biggest. Is that it's just not easy to get it up and running. And if you're gonna stream VR, you know, you kind of have to have a headset you can pretty well just slam on and be ready to stream. This is not it. My Bigscreen Beyond, I can probably...
Contact tower on 118.1 so long.
Contact tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. I can easily on my Bigscreen Beyond be rolling in 5 minutes. This one here is easily 15. Easily 15, so...
Phenom 35 Romeo, then Alpha.
Okay.
Then Alpha 35 Romeo.
So, let's switch over to tower. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready for departure, remain in pattern.
Cessna 256 Bravo Golf, Erie International Tom Ridge Field Tower, runway 24, wind 030 at 11, gusting 19 are cleared for takeoff. After takeoff, enter left downwind for runway 24 to remain in the pattern.
Clear for takeoff, remain in pattern, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. That is Japan. The company in Japan that does a lot of what's that called? VR chat stuff. So they do like full body tracking, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what they're known for. So okay, hopefully this goes better. We look at a couple of things. That all looks good. Yep, I think we're okay. Okay. Yeah, I may have had it just a little bit too low. The sweet spot is quite small. So vertically, if you don't have it tracked, then you're gonna get some blurring, and that's what I was getting. Is every once in a while I get some blurring. So when I yesterday when I was testing, when I went to take off, the plane like took off at about 50 knots. Needless to say, it come off the ground, but it couldn't fly. So what we got here? You're not doing too bad. And I had to recalibrate the yoke and the X-Plane. Once I did that, then I was okay. Yeah, if you're chasing high-end headsets like I have been, man, it's really important. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Enter left downwind for runway 24.
1 Mike Juliet, contact departure.
Oh.
Okay.
Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24. Request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Winds 030 at 11 gusting 19er. Runway 24, cleared to land. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Wind 030 at 11 gusting 19er. Runway 24, cleared for the option.
Glad you caught up with me. A little bit quick.
Bravo Golf, welcome to Erie. Contact ground on 121.9er. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds 030 at 11 gusting 19er. Runway 24, cleared to land.
See, Pilot's ATC is having SayIntentions is having a bad day today. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, left close traffic approved. Report midfield each time.
Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 24. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24 is not available. Active runways are 6 and 2. Please advise if you would like to proceed with one of these. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 24, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Yeah, yesterday when the
Open
yoke
Alpha
was
Zulu, contact departure on 121.0.
yesterday when the yoke was out of calibration, I had to shove the yoke almost all the way forward to get level flight. It was incredible. And because it's a force feedback yoke, you're fighting that force. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh man, this is like a workout. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Yeah, so I tried to put my Bigscreen Beyond audio strap on it. I have a spare one. And I thought it would work out really good. It would give me audio and stuff. But it turns out it was not allowing me to have this headset in the right place. So I kind of give up on that idea, went back to the original strap, and used a pair of wireless headphones with it. So I guess all in all, I'm kind of glad I did it, but I just kind of personally believe there was maybe for the people that got to try it first, it worked great for them out of the box. But what I do know is that that's not the experience for other people. I don't know how big that number is, but I do know that that's true. Is that it's just not. There's a lot of people that are way unhappy with this. So. Okay, see if I can get this approach a little bit better here.
Papa Tango, contact departure. Contact departure, Diamond 4 Papa Tango.
Well, that looks a little better. I'm a little high, but at least I come over the numbers at like 63, so. Yeah, yesterday that thing would, this plane would like fly itself right off the runway. It would like start flying at like I said, around 50. It's like, and then I mean, you could tell that this thing ain't gonna fly there. So you'd have to drop the nose and try to try to keep it flying. It's like until you build up enough airspeed, you know, you got up to around maybe 55, 60, something like that. So it would actually fly. So it was just hilarious. Because I thought it was not calibrated in Windows, but I went there and calibrated it, and it didn't make any difference at all. So it turns out in X-Plane, the Windows calibration doesn't matter, but you have to go into X-Plane and do a calibrate on it, but you can't have the software that runs it. You can't have that on. You got to have it off. So I did that, and it was night and day. It was dramatically different. Okay. Yeah, the warping is better. I had it a little bit too low on my, whoops. I had it a little bit too low. And when I'm saying a little bit too low, I'm talking about, man, a few millimeters. I mean, it's not much. And so what I was getting is a warping effect, but now I don't see that. Yeah. Yeah, and this here, that's much more readable. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, cleared for the option.
Clear for the option, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Okay. Yeah, like right there, my controller just left me. And when you fly like I do in X-Plane, you know, where the controller is how I interact with the VR cockpit, that's a bit of a pain in the butt. 24, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. So when I was taking off, I was looking at the markings on the runway, and every once in a while I would see a stutter, but when I look down here now, I don't see it. It's kind of interesting. Whoops. I'm going to do one more touch and go, and then a full stop landing after that.
On 121.0.
Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Okay, there's the numbers. We're in the white arc. First notch to flaps. Whoa, whoa, oh. Alrighty, one more. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Full stop landing.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, runway 24, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Hey.
Phenom 3535 Romeo Erie Tower cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, 35 Romeo. Clear for takeoff, 4, 35 Romeo.
Missed that one. Whoa. My controller left me. I was trying to get the throttle back and I couldn't do it. So I tried to turn anyhow and almost tipped plane over. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Clear of active runway 24. Request taxi to general aviation parking.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha 2, Alpha Delta, cross runway 2, then Foxtrot. Have a great day.
Taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha 2, Alpha Delta, cross runway 2, then Foxtrot. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Now my controller is completely gone. There it is. So this is something that does not happen on my Bigscreen Beyond. And annoying is putting it mildly. Because that dongle is right there. It's like right over my monitor. Right there. It's like you can't see that far. It's less than 2 feet. Like yeah, okay. Alrighty. Let's get the avionics turned off. Kill the engine. Beacon off. Mags off. Okie dokie. So, let me jump outside. Go to the back. This is an interesting conversation. So in Microsoft Flight Simulator, if I do exactly the same thing, and I come out here behind the airplane, when the elevator does not reflect where the yoke is in the 3D model outside in VR. So right now my yoke is all the way forward. So as I pull it back, and I can feel the force, you know, because basically what it is it's the weight of that elevator is pulling the yoke forward, and that elevator is dropping. You don't see that in Microsoft Flight Simulator, at least 2024. I don't think in 2020 either. So that's kind of kind of interesting. And so what was going on yesterday is if I had my yoke about this far back, then the elevator would be flat, and then if I let the yoke go in just a little bit, then it would droop down. But I moved my yoke the slightest amount, and it would go flat. And then you know, so if it's that far out of calibration, like trying to take off was just nightmarish. You know, I mean, I ended up to get it because I ended up taking off, and I says I'm just going to trim this so I can get it level flight. I had my trim indicator was, wow, 3/4 of the way up to full to get it level flight. It was that far, the surface was that far out of whack that I had to do that to get it to trim to get level flight. So let me think here a minute. So yeah, so I kind of wanted to go over that, and so this yoke is at the flightsim.com, CLS60, and I've ordered the rudder pedals, but and I had to put so I pre-ordered the rudder pedals, so I had to put 50% down. Now, when they're getting ready to ship it, it appears like my rudder pedals may get caught up in the tariffs. So because they're made in Singapore, but they're shipped out of Hong Kong. And it's like Hong Kong and China is kind of feeling the same brunt from tariffs. And so I'm not so sure how this is all going to work out. So paying 140% tariff on something is it'd be a pretty big pill to swallow. So the pedals are really nice. They're force feedback. They look really nice, and so, but gonna have to figure out how this all goes down. So all in all, the stream went it went quite well. I was pretty happy how everything turned out. And like I said, I had it a little bit too low because I can see it right now when I look at the this FPS VR. Yeah, that was a little bit blurry, and it's not now. So I had it just a little bit low on my forehead, and not very much. So the sweet spot in the eye box in this thing are small, and if you don't have it right, you'll it will become apparent. So but all in all, kind of did what I wanted to do, and so kind of pros and cons. So the higher resolution absolutely does make, you know, the those letters in it, and it's called like pixel fill, something like that. So there's just so many more pixels that even when I'm running it at a reduced resolution, and I was kind of curious whether this would be true, is that even at a reduced resolution, the stuff doesn't become blurry because it's at a lower resolution. So that's kind of, I proved that today. So that's kind of interesting, but because it is higher resolution, it means that and it's the 90 hertz headset where my Bigscreen Beyond is 75. And so let's do a couple of things. So let's go. Let me get over here. So let's go to graphics. So you can see like where I'm kind of at here. So that's on high. Those are up. That's off. That's up. That's off. And so rendering's high, middle, high, shadow, aircraft only, clouds are up on maximum. So that's kind of where that is. So zoom plate. Now I'm going to go into SteamVR. I'll go here. Settings, video. So refresh rate's 90 hertz, custom resolution. So this is that's generally how I run SteamVR headsets. Is I run them at 100%. The driver I'm using right now is a driver that's been written by one of the MeganeX community members, and basically he wrote a native SteamVR driver. The one that come from Shiftall was their own driver, and it wasn't native SteamVR. So this seems lower than what I think, 100% should be, but maybe not. So, but 100% is like 35. So now on per application, so I'm running 74% of that. So 100% was 35, so that's 3080. And and motion smoothing, I have that off. I find it gives me artifacts if I have that enabled. So I have it turned off. So think anything else? No, don't think so. Is that the same? Yeah. So this one's kind of the global one, but I have it off per application. So okay. So, and this is my so this is the software that I'm that runs my yoke. So you can see so that's where that is. And if I click on here, then the roll settings are here. And this is a lot better. There was with the previous version of the software, there was some cogginess in the roll, and they kind of fixed that. So that's all better now. So okie dokie. So not too bad. Yeah, this all went well. So I'll go ahead and I'll put this on YouTube. It'll end up on going live on YouTube at midnight tonight. So so X-Plane played nice, and when I turn motion smoothing on, what I get is if I go over here, get over here. Well, that's not where you wanted to go. I wanted to go over here. So if I turn motion smoothing on, what'll happen is over here on this fence will do some really weirdness when if I move my head really fast, like move it back and forth like this, that fence doesn't jump around at all. Not at all. If I turn motion smoothing on, it does. It'll kind of lag a little bit. So it'll kind of be behind, and all of a sudden it'll catch up. So it's the real disorienting. So I kind of like went, I'm not sure I know what the benefit is supposed to be, but I know that's a negative that I just don't want to live with. So, so we got the plane shut down, so I'm getting a little bit better frames. Frames are about the same. The GPU frame time is quite a bit. It's a bit lower than it is when the engine's running. So, but that's kind of how that works out. But so yeah, so everything in here, is good. It's readable. I mean, so, but the fact that I come from a Bigscreen Beyond, and it allowed me to basically run glass cockpits, because before my previous headsets, like my Vive Pro 2, I couldn't glass cockpits were just out of reach. It just were not sharp enough for me to be comfortable flying in them. So I would run analog gauges for that reason. And when I got my big screen, that's the first thing I checked, and I went, "Oh, cool," you know. So I'm coming. So I'm coming to this headset from a Bigscreen Beyond 1, and I thought that looked pretty good. So if you're coming from something different, like a Quest or like a Reverb G2 or an Index, then this may look just spectacular to you. A couple of reasons. One is that it's micro OLEDs. So micro OLEDs by definition will have better colors, much better blacks. I mean, really good blacks, and you know, as opposed to an LCD. LCD, the black is kind of gray, and so if you're coming from something other than a micro OLED display, then there'll be, at least how I'm seeing it through my eyes, is there'll be a bigger wow factor than what I'm seeing, because I'm not. It's good, but it isn't. It isn't. Wow, this is really good. No, that's not. At least with my computer and how I have this headset set up, I don't see that. I see it, and I need to get back into Bigscreen Beyond, but I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna kind of keep using this for a bit here, and see if I can like dial it. See if I can find a sweeter sweet spot, and I may be able to. I don't know this yet, but that's kind of what my goal is currently. Is yeah, I'm gonna run this for a while because it's comfortable enough. My concern, the original strap I would have a hard time kind of keeping it in one place, and I made there's a thicker pad or a wider pad here on the forehead. I got that, and then there's a cup thing on the back of it that kind of like helps it without a lot of pressure, without a lot of forehead pressure. It kind of keeps it in one place. So when I'm flying around, it isn't like I'm playing Beat Saber or anything like that. So I don't need to get it really secure, you know, but enough that it does not move. What's important is that if you're looking around like this, looking down, looking up, you don't want it to move, because like I said, the sweet spot is small enough that if it moves very much, yeah, it'll change what you see by a lot. And so that's about it. And so not sure what happened there. But I probably touched it and clicked on it. So look. Thanks for everybody who dropped by. Iowa Scotsman, thank you so much. And I think we're gonna wrap this up and call it a day. And we'll probably within the next week, I'll probably try to do this again. The problem I am seeing is that I have been playing using Total Mexico in Mexico, and this thing just will not allow me to fly down there. The scenery is just too demanding, and I'd have to turn the resolution down even more. And at that point, I'm kind of like losing the point of this headset. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. But I think I'll do I'll probably do a long cross country. I'll do the long cross country I did when I was training to fly here out of Erie. So I went from Erie to Lost Nation to Youngstown back to Erie. My next flight will probably be that, using this headset. So because I want to try to use this headset, but I just know that because right now I'm using like X World and that's it. So a heavier scenery will just not be a pleasant experience. So today was good. I was pretty happy with it. So okay, look, thank you much. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day.